Alright, so one of the main reasons why you may be struggling with trading or not getting the results that you particularly want when it comes to trading, either you losing too much money or you're just not getting to hit your goals consistently. You may have a good week, then a bad 2 weeks, then a good week. Okay, and the main thing is that you basically overcomplicating your trading. You either spending way too much time on the charts, you got way too many indicators going on, you're doing too many trading strategies at once. Okay, I know YouTube is flooded with different types of strategies, but basically all strategies, or most of them, if they are good strategies, will work. It basically comes down to the mentality and the risk management that's going to determine if you are a successful trader. So tips that I can give you is that you mustn't overtrade. That's very important. For me personally, I don't trade more than 1 to 2 hours every single day. I limit my trading because I've got other things going on, and that really keeps me really focused on getting those winners in and then exiting the markets. And that really allows me to stay on my goals when it comes to my trading. So my trading is really simplified. I have one strategy. I do it every single day, Monday to Friday, and it brings me in consistent results. So you can see some of my results. Okay, I'll just go to you can either do this on prop firms, where you get you pay like $49 per month, and then you get like a 50k prop firm account. But I trade my personal funds mainly, and then that's what I like to do normally. So the markets are closed right now. It's Saturday, but I'll just go to my history right here, and you can see the balance on this account is $1,000. I like to keep the balance $1,000. Whatever I make during the week, I withdraw that and keep the balance at around $1,000. You can see at the top there that it's an MT5 real account with the broker XNES. Okay, so if we go to the history, and I'll just show you some of my history. So we'll go to custom period, and we'll do entire history of this particular XNES real account. Okay, since I've been tracking it, and we can scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can see that the profit is $1,074. The withdrawals were $1,363, and the deposit overall was 1,290. So well in the green on this account, and that's what I aim to do, is to stay in the green. If you go to what I typically expect with $1,000 balance per week on this trading account, we can go to custom period, we can go to last week and click on OK. And generally, roughly with $1,000 balance, if you have a profitable strategy, you can expect around $300 to $400, maybe $500 in profit every single week, which is a nice side income that you can put on top of your normal income. And you can see the results right here. Blue means that is a winning trade, and a red will be a losing trade. So you can see over the last week, we do the withdrawals once a day. Okay, when we get our profit, so you can see nothing but blue, which means that this strategy is working. So when it comes to my particular trading strategy, I don't recommend that you try and draw up on your charts on the MT5 platform, because they just don't have the drawing tools that you need when it comes to drawing on the charts. So for that, I like to use Trading View, and you can get that for around less than $20 per month for the pro version, and then you'll get all the benefits of all the features. Okay, so if we just go to my strategy, we can see here, this is what I trade. I trade gold, as you can see on the MT5. If we go to the history and look here, you can see it's nothing but gold trades. Okay, so I only trade on gold, and how the strategy works is I'll just clear these let me just clear all these drawings, and let's just say that we were trading here on I like to trade on the 5-minute chart. Okay, so let's just say on Monday the 9th of February, I'll open my charts. What I'll do is I'll grab the rectangle tool and I'll just mark out where are the support and the resistance zones for that particular day that I'm wanting to trade in that range, okay, because I'm like a range trader. So we'll go here and you can see there's a resistance. You can see the resistance here. So resistance means that if I zoom in here, price came up to that zone, then dropped, came up to that zone, dropped again. So that's a strong resistance zone. Then I'll just try and find the support zone for that particular area. Okay, so it looks like price came down to this zone, and you draw it out into the future, and you want to go back as well, and you want to draw it into the past to see if it was a strong zone. And as you can see there, once again, price came up to that zone. You can even extend it a bit and then dropped. Okay, so that's the so it was acting as a resistance there, and now it's acting as a support line right there. Price came down, then shot up. Price came down, touched the zone, went up, right there again, touched the zone and went up. And generally, if you're doing this, you'll have a middle zone too. So it looks like somewhere here's the middle zone, and you just draw out. So this would be like a mid-range level where price likes to react from. So when it gets to this middle zone, you want to be careful because it might reverse on you if you're trading with the trend. Okay, so that's what I do. So there's my lines, and then I draw them out. So we'll just draw them backwards. Okay. So you'll just draw out all your lines, and you'll then look at where the trend of the chart. Then you'll look at the trend of the chart. Okay, so this goes around to about 10 a.m. So you just extend those when that time comes. But now we're looking at the overall trend of the chart. Now for me, I like to trade one pair, and I know gold is generally quite bullish. So if we have a look at the overall trend right here, we can grab a trend line, and you can see, if I draw from here, you can see that price is generally going up when it comes to gold. Okay, so what we're looking at here is actually so what we're actually identifying here is the trend for the day, because I don't leave any trades overnight. So here it was a downtrend, okay, and then we had a break of structure, and then it consolidated, and then it became an uptrend. So if I was trading here on February 6th 2026, I was looking for buy opportunities. If I was trading on Wednesday February 4th, I'll typically look for sell positions on gold. So you draw those support and resistance zones right here, 1, 2, 3 of them. You identify the trends, and then you just wait for price to hit key levels on your charts. So another thing I do look at is, let me just zoom in so it's actually readable. So when you're trading, you'll generally have the chart like this. So let's just see, let's just say I was on the charts and price came all the way down to this mid-range zone right here. I'll be looking at the RSI, because I have the RSI and the stochastic. RSI is on the 40 or close to the 20, so that means it's getting ready to potentially move upwards. And then for the stochastic, it's almost on the 20. It's on the 20, almost there at the 0. So that means we're looking for more of an upward trend coming soon. And what did price do? It came down to that line, consolidated here, consolidated for a while, and then eventually went up. If you placed a trade right here for a long, and you entered somewhere here on that breakout, okay, put your stop loss something like that. Okay, you can have a tight stop loss, and you can catch this whole entire move right here, and that is a 1 to 6 or almost 7 risk to reward ratio. So keep things nice and simple in your trading. Don't overtrade. Don't trade for like 8-10 hours a day. That's going to just blow your account. And I hope this was insightful for you today. I hope it really did help you out. I'll be doing some more videos on the actual strategy. This is just an introduction, but it really does work and it is profitable. As you can see on my MetaTrader 5, about $300 to $400 per week in pure profit. Okay, go ahead, like the video, subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.